What's up, fellow gamers? Welcome back to my Cyber Knights Flashpoint challenge run. Today we've got a new mission type that was added earlier this week. We've got a jailbreak to run, and that's going to be exciting. I don't know what's going to be involved here other than it's going to be a mission with a jail and we've got someone to rescue, and that's exciting to me. We're going to continue to run this team here since there is a host to hack. I might as well get my free files and whatnot so that I can continue to push influence limit breaks. We are only fighting a corpo faction, so they're not going to be unique files for me, but still, it's a new kind of a mission, and the reward's going to be decently useful. So here's the team. We're as silenced as we can be. These guns, of course, can't be silenced. Let's go. We're in striking distance to the holding cell. They're holding the prisoner in a makeshift cell close to your position. Actually, it's quite close by, but we don't have a red key right now. In order to spring Samir, you're going to have to steal a red key. Given the security situation here, there's likely one hidden in a lockbox nearby. Additionally, let's look at the captain right there. Muck, he is the warden in charge and should be carrying a red key as well. Once we have a red key, we can free her. Fair enough, so here we are on the Black Site Lab. I haven't played a lot of missions here, but usually when I do, it ends up being very loud for me and pretty dangerous overall. We've got a few loot boxes. The exit is going to be up that way, so we'll end over here, it looks like. There should be a matrix host somewhere, right here. It's actually a lot of devices, so I'm pretty tempted to start going this way. Knock this all down, and then use that to get a lot more coverage, because, yeah, we can get rid of... We can open that, we can get rid of quite a few cameras. Like, almost all this stuff matters to me, so that's looking pretty good overall. We've got... Oh, actually, this one is against a street faction, so it's actually pretty valuable. D-Cartel, I think? No, this is... Oh, no, I remember who it was. I think it's Milieu. There's a different mission, which is against Warner-Braun. But for now, we can go ahead and pop our tactical surge. This camera is down, so who cares? I think I'm going to use the camera leverage now, just because we're going to re-hack them all in the near enough future. We need somebody to knock some of this stuff down. I'm thinking permanently killing the motion field is going to be worth it, since we don't knock that down with anybody else. So what I'm going to go for here is have my CK kill this. I can do a full delay and it's no big deal. I can, skip down to 17 and nothing's going to happen to me. I'm going to have Gyre run up to here and try to have her overheat this motion field. And we're going to probably run for this kill outright. So, there we go. Overheat the motion field. It's now down, I believe, permanently. That's been my experience anyway. And yeah, we're going to go for this kill. So I'm just going to run up down here to 1 AP remaining. And because I've got it... Ooh, I'm not in range, actually. Just kidding. Okay, I'm going to burn surge then to get an action point. I need to crouch to make it not terrible for me. Is that going to be in range of Bright Shot? Yes. Alright, so I'm just going to go up here. I'm going to eye laser you for 1 AP. It's an ambush. You're angry. I'm spotted. You're alerted. Makes total sense. Panther should have very few issues knocking this guy down. If I need to go for some kind of other stuff, I will. I don't really want to have to use... No, hang on. I'm going to do a full delay. I'm going to have Static go for this one. Oh, I can't yield a second time. Okay, well, Bracket needs to get at least... part way up here then. Let's put you here and wait. Basically, just getting away from where these moves are going to be to start things out, and then delay you, and then I'm going to have you just kind of run for this. Technically, it is fast to go that way, but it's too late now. So let's go down to 4 AP right there. Get closer. You're going to see me. You're going to be angry. I don't really care. We, of course, need to be using our melee. If I'm here, I'm in range to lurch out and then strike. That's going to look decent then. First strike looks pretty good. Yeah, it's good enough damage. It's going to give me a couple of claw hits. Good start. There's the kill. There's the buff supplied. That's great. Someone should kill this laser wire, although ideally my hacker kills it. I'm going to do a short yield for you. Panther should... thing is, I actually want him to run out here and go be more useful. Because if I run down here for nothing, I'm just like wasting action points. So I'm going to go use look-aheads and try to figure out what's going to be required of me. So none of them are going to spot me over there. And then I'm really far from noticing you guys. I'm not too worried about you. I think if you run towards me, it's not going to be a problem. So if these guys aren't threatening, I think it's just kind of bring it. Great, not threatening. Good news. Well, Bracket should have the AP to go for this. It's looking pretty likely. 2 AP likely snaps in. Nope. Okay, that's fine. 1 AP is still enough to hack. Not a huge deal. So here we are. Here's our host. Let's overclock. Let's spoof and scapegoat. Let's load all the normal stuff. And yeah, CPU here. RCU not needed, but the SCU matters. I'm thinking... This isn't... I don't need to kill this, actually. The only thing that matters is going straight down and then getting these two. Spike the CPU is not worth it, so I'm not going to bother. Which also means that scapegoat is a little bit low use, but it's fine. Let's go tally, then connecting. Keep going. We've got this guy, which is AP, then connecting. We keep going. I have enough tools to deal with this. We've got tally, then connection. Program loading might matter. I'm just going to null up this. I don't care. There's going to be an annoying setup there, so I just didn't want to deal with it. Let's go get rid of you, and then get rid of you. I scan. I need anti-trap, so we got to get rid of this. Need to load some of everything, probably anyway. I don't need anti-active at all, so I can just go here and it's fine. Let's start with the devices first, because these actually have a time constraint for me. Exit any action, load a program. Okay, these don't cost AP anyway, but still. Take any action, go away. I'm not going to load any programs. I'm going to exit later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can get all of them. Let's knock them all down. Long range camera and 3, 4 laser meshes. Seems pretty reasonable, all things considered. Those are all gone. If you exit, restarts all ice. I don't want to deal with that one, so let's get rid of you. And then I'm not going to load any programs, so who cares? Come up, come out. I only have a few AP left. Download, exit, and download. Okay. Well, I get 1 download here. Legendary counts aren't bad. Good enough for now. Cool. All right. So let's wait for everyone else to finish up their turn. You might see me, but you're going to end your turn if you do, so I don't really care too much. I guess to be safe, I'm going to walk here. Just to make sure this guy doesn't actually turn left and make my life hard. Here we go. Okay, you're walking away. That's kind of unfortunate for me, actually. But everybody else, we know what they're doing. And I'm not too worried, so... It's a good start to the jailbreak. We've gotten, what, I think only 1 kill so far, but that's fine. I will probably have Gyre dissolve the corpse as best I can. And I think if I put you here, I think it's okay. No one else is going to see me. I think cutting through the middle is fine. I'm going to win on initiative next turn. And I'm willing to Wired Nerves to go early. Or if I have to, I can just go for a stun. But you see me and are angry. If I Power Slice, you're dead. If I Basic Attack, you're also dead. If I don't glance, I didn't glance. We deal 1,000,000 damage, and that's wonderful. And I'm thinking... Let's see. I'm always going to beat that one initiative, no problem. But I'm kind of tempted to just run this far up, stun you, and just manually get that kill. I think that'll work pretty well here. So I'm going to end there, and then I'm just kind of putting my stun on cooldown. Like, it's fine. Static can run toward this guy. Actually, if I Burn Surge, do I get this every time? I think I do, actually. I'm going to just go for broke. Let's see. I'm not going to snap, am I? Nah. Not with actually attacking. That's not going to work. Okay, then I'm going to go this far. I'm going to Crimson Vector you, and I'm going to get really close to fully getting this kill. So you're going to see me. You're going to be upsetty spaghetti. I'm going to Crimson Vector right behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. Oh, nice. Wasn't even a glance. Basic attack here is going to look pretty good. It did, in fact, look pretty good. I'm going to get this no problem next turn. No big deals there. First turn, very, very successful. Yeah, PL10 gangs just do not keep up. I guess they're technically a street faction, not a gang, but you know what I mean. Alright, so if I'm there, I don't snap out. There are no guards on this side. We know from predictions these guys mostly don't matter. Yeah, they're not going to matter at all. I don't care if you see me. I can always, once again, use wired nerves to make it cleaner down the line. I'm going to just kind of run towards this box. I think that's... Well, we can have static do it. Okay, I should hug on this side instead then. That way I'm closer toward this exit, which I think is correct. You see me, you are angry. Strike 1's pretty good. And now you're definitely dead no matter what. Down you go. Great. That's complete. Static gets this box, and yeah, still has her bonus move point. Everything else? Oh, nice! I didn't know we could actually drop an itemized power club, but this should, I believe, be better than what we've currently got. If you go here, you won't lurch. So let's go here and clearly be in attack range. Actually, I would like to be in a spot where I can lurch to the blue key door, but still attack you. So I'm going to go for it that way. I'm going to run out to here. I don't need to go for claw attacks, though I can use one safely. Okay, don't need them anyway. This won't really do anything, but it will raise the bridge for fun. There's no exit here, but I've opened the bridge. Aren't I cool? We should wait, make sure the guards don't do anything too spicy. Although I am going to Ash Protocol this corpse first. I don't think anyone's close by to actually seeing it, but still just want to get rid of it. Down goes the corpse. Sure, that's fine. Alright. You are going to wait, and you're going to finish everything else. There's nothing else to do here, really. Take my accounts. If you exit the node, steal AP. Everything else here is disabled. I'm probably just going to null op this twice and not think about it too much. So I'm going to move out here. I click null op. For fun, I'm going to use trunk patch. Not that it really matters. Oh, I should actually note that this is not named. Low prio bug. Red key door on black site lab has no name in the matrix. That should be more than enough context. And there's our submit. We hack our device. We get our door open. Oh! That might result in combat very, very soon. Let's see if this works. I don't know. I don't care who you are. Just get me out of here. Don't have a lot of time. So we need you to move. When we say run, you run. I did not plan for that to be how this went. That might be a very real problem if she's actually able to be attacked. And, she definitely can't run past these guys. Alright, well, I need to get my hacker sprinting towards this side of the map. I should still delay and let these guys have their turn. I can delay Samira down to 7. But, yeah. We're gonna do what we can. I did not anticipate this being this problematic. I hope they don't turn around. Maybe they won't and she can just like stay hidden for a bit. You know what? You live and learn. Still though, I think it's fine for me to wait here. If you crouch... Wait, is she not able to crouch? Does she not? Okay, she can. Okay, she can, like, go into some random corner here, but we don't know where they're going, right? We don't know if they're going to turn around. Like, this guy might go this way and see me and all that stuff, so... You know, maybe hiding there works, I don't know, but... They're not going on this turn, so for now I can wait. I have no special leverage, that's fine. You're going to wait. You might as well wait. You're mostly useless, though I can't stop him from acting just yet. Let's wait here for Gyre. I wish you would run down toward me. At least you're getting a little bit closer to us, which is probably a positive. Let's see. This is useless. Obviously, this doesn't block anything. I think in another construction of the map, this might be a matrix host, but right now it is not. I think, let's see, the fastest way forward for a lot of my team is going to be going this way. I'm trying to think, do I want to have my team run up this direction and cut across? If I want this box anyway, that's not the most sensible. The nice thing is I am far enough away from their vision cones that it doesn't matter, and I can pretty easily fight. What's my min range, by the way? 20? Okay, that's honestly not horrible for these two attacks. It's actually fine, I think. Yeah, that'll be chill. So I can leave you here and it's going to be okay. I won't have packet loss available, but that's not that important. So you're going to book it over there. Undersec level 6 is possible, but not easy. Samira really can't do much. I'm going to just try to hide her, and it might not work, but I have no... well, I can yield to static for fun. It's not going to change much, but... Oh, okay, interesting. Right, yeah. We're fighting, what is it called? My brain is not giving me words. A Syndicate faction, so yeah, Splice Arena V-Chip pretty clearly comes from Syndicate. I keep forgetting which pieces show up where. I'm pretty sure I keep getting part 3 and 5 and nothing else, so the value here has been somewhat limited. Thankfully, I am in... yeah, I expect to get seen by this dude if he turns around. There's nowhere else I can really stand without getting spotted, so I just gotta hope it's good enough. She rolled very poorly on initiative, but at least has advantageous cover, which is something. This gun has really poor reach. 23 meters is not good enough. Yep, it is not good enough. Alright, well, you're just going to keep running in a straight line. I will probably use Nova Beam. Get my first try of it. Do some pretty solid initial kinetic damage. Their armor's not that high, so that should look decent. No escalation. It's only been 2 turns. We could kill Muck to steal the red key, but the door is already open. Not a huge deal. You're fine. Next turn comes in. I know they know nothing so far. Cameras from leverage turned back on. That's actually very unfortunate for me. If I wired nerves, I can do okay here. But I really can't do anything too exciting. I think I'm willing to wait and see what everyone does. I would ideally like to lead with Gyre. You're walking forward, which is actually kind of good for me. Okay, you're thankfully going away. That's good news. Gotta wait for these guys to finish up their turns. This guy goes at 11. That's really unfortunate. I can't delay Gyre the right amount without this guy going before she does, which is going to make things really awkward. I can, like, eventually Nova Beam... oh, actually... ooh, that's unfortunate. This... yeah, these aren't going to be very good damage. This lip here makes it impossible to land this correctly, because it only aims at the ground, so... dang, Nova Beam's, like, kind of not very good right now. And then, yeah, as soon as the wall blocks it, I'm a little screwed. Okay, that's going to be hard to use. Unfortunately, this exact map layout is bad for her. I'll still use the Urban Assault. It'll probably end up decent, but... yeah, it's going to be at least a bit awkward. Oh, well. It's fine. You're thankfully walking away. That's really good news for me. You guys are pretty grouped up on this side. That's also kind of good news. You still can't see anything. Static should wait. Samir can start moving, but for now I should wait. You are... I don't think you're going to see her. Yep, that's still in the way. That helps, actually. That's a spot where I think Gyre can be useful. Let's see. If I was confident Bracket gets the kill, this is not terrible. And then Gyre can aim for these guys instead. We have 5 are going to hear gunfire, which is basically everybody. I don't have Tactical Surge or Burn Surge up for anybody. I'm not in range to kill a camera. I don't really want to go for a club play if I can help it. What should my play actually be? I guess we can wait and she can go towards the end. You're walking away, which is not ideal for me, but whatever. Yeah, this guy's not going to be easily stopped. Nova Beam, okay, at least does work there. And I am actually curious how this works for people turning aggro. So, will you turn alert due to Nova Beam? Yes. Okay, so it counts as combat. That's fine. Didn't know for sure, but now I do. I should be able to walk up as long as I'm 20 meters away from you, which I am. Walking up to here and going full auto seems reasonable. You're going to hear the gunfire, which is actually a problem. I'm going to delay then down to 1. Now, if I delay down to 1, it's awkward no matter what. I think I need to hope that he's not going to choose to investigate the gunfire. Usually people don't investigate only hearing gunfire once. So I'm going to take that risk, but there's a real chance they take meaningful damage here. So I'm going to shoot at you two. That should be acceptable. Not amazing, but decent. You're going to hear gunfire. You're not likely to investigate it. Decent damage. Now let's see if I'm right. You turned over. But yeah, you're just going to be guarding. Alright. So that's as expected. I'm probably going to need to go for a wired... Actually, I will need to go for wired nerves to get the damage here. Oh, actually, I'm going to yield to static and see if she can do it. And if she cannot, that's fine. But I want to give her the first chance here, so she can bump her, get her claw passive going. So I run to here, which gets me closer to the rest of the bad guys. That's a good start. He's going to hear the footsteps. This guy's not. That's good. Off we go. You hear me. I don't care. First strike is decent damage, but not a kill. That's totally fine. It was not a glance. That's good news for me, actually. Ripper Blades should kill within 3. First hit is a hit. Second hit has no recoil. And this allows me to go this close and then Pulse Generator, which actually might outright kill them both. I'm not certain. In fact, I'm going to be a little bit farther back. Okay, no, I need to catch this person still. So I can't really go any farther, any farther back than this. So Pulse Generator, I don't think will quite kill them both, but it'll get them low and make it easier for someone to follow up. Also, I can Claw afterwards. So decent damage. Claw might kill. It in fact did. Nice job. Alright, Samira can start running, although I'd like to get past that camera if I can help it. For now, I'm going to wait. My Cyberknight would not get seen by anybody. Gets to walk right there, and combined with wired nerves, I'm pretty sure I get this every time. So I think I just go for the kill here, and it's going to look pretty solid. I don't see a downside here. I'm going to win on initiative next turn. I might even one-hit you. We'll see what happens, but I have wired nerves if I need 2 more. It is a possible kill. We rolled high enough. Great. 325 pure when my weapon has a baseline... I mean, it is 145. It's not exactly low, but yeah, I've added another like almost 200 pure damage, which, yeah, I'm still impressed by constantly. Let's see. I think you're just going to mostly hug around here. And the goal is to eventually kill this camera and have you grab this loot as the rest of my team moves forward and does stuff. You being on this side doesn't matter at all. Although, actually, I'm tempted to look for this kill. I can't get into range without triggering the, that thing. This, pressure sensor, which I would not like. So I'd rather have... Well, here's the thing, right? So, I could go here. Well, I don't have... I would have to use sprint. Okay. Well, no, this is right here. This is me being in range. I could still use sprint, though. Also worth noting that you are easy to hit, thanks to the pulse generator. If I sprint, I can shoot full auto. That is quite possibly a kill. That would allow Bracket to not have to run into the camera, which I think is probably worth it. This is going to trigger twice. It is what it is. And unfortunately, I can't yield a second time. Otherwise, I would have Bracket run up and knock this thing down. It would be a lot nicer, but don't have a way around that, unfortunately. So if I sprint, I get to there. I get to shoot full auto. It might kill, it might not. It's looking decent here. Minus from range, but the negative recoil or negative evasions definitely helps. We don't get the kill. That's kind of unfortunate. We're going to get another tally from starting the turn on this. It's not the end of the world, but, you know, it's a little unfortunate. Let's see. So, you see pretty far. If I go here, am I out of your vision cone? No, not in the slightest. I can run up here and go for the bat, but I'm actually really confident that I want to be, also want to be 20 meters away if I can help it. If I go here, that's 17 meters. I mean, minus evasion is going to add a lot here. You're going to see me, so I'm not hidden anymore. That's kind of too bad. I'm not in danger of dying. I just really don't want her to report me if I can help it. Oh, actually, if I go too close, everyone else gets angry. You're going to hear gunfire. I really don't want to generate tell if I can help it. So I want the best chance I have of getting out with under sec level 6. So you're going to go here. You're going to get spotted. But with your evasion debuff, this isn't too bad. Railgun kills. Fat crit. Camera, of course, still sees the body, so we get some tally. We're going to have 2 guards sent. One from this, one from that. We're also coming up on timers running out. A couple of turns to go, I guess, but it's still going to happen eventually. Escalation is already reinforcements. Not the end of the world, but I don't love it. So Grunt Captain and Shock Top were sent. Which ones? Pretty much it's definitely you, and then... I mean, it's got to be this guy then. Yeah, it's you. Okay. So you're going to go to either here or here, and you're going to go to either here or here, which means you're going to get jumped. So Samira has to move out to the side. Panther does not need to rush for a kill. I think hiding him behind a wall is totally... Actually, let's start with a look ahead. I can catch 3, no problem. Okay, so you are heading all the way down to the corpse, which means you're going to be sent to this piece. Let's see. You're going to walk forward, doesn't matter. You're not going to find me, but you might, and the patrol routes might. I think standing over here is correct. Wait for the people to move and ambush them later. Gyre does not have many of her tools available. I think we just simply wait on her. That seems fine. I think Static is likely to ambush this Grunt Captain. I want Bracket to knock this camera down. Actually, I don't need to. I think you grab the loot no matter what, and then I delay. Let's see. Nice little recap there. But yeah, what do I want to knock down? There's not much to get rid of. I still want these 2 loot boxes, of course, but I guess this camera matters. I want to knock this camera down. Someone's got to run into that. And then I might kill the pressure sensor just because it's 1 tally, and it's 1 tally I know I'm going to generate. Did I click the wrong thing? I did, didn't I? I thought I clicked this, but I'm pretty sure I clicked the laser wires. Crap, that's a mistake. Well, Panther can get something. Samira, if she delays to 11, Muck probably catches her. I mean, it's basically guaranteed. So, mistake on my part. It's generating 1 tally. Oh. Wait, did it already trigger earlier on and I just didn't notice? I don't know. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. Maybe I misread something. Or maybe there's a bug. I'm not sure. Regardless, I really don't want to be delaying down to 10. It means I'm not going after these guys, which is really, really unfortunate. I can try to do some yield spams. I might have to do something like pre-computer then delay. I'll figure it out later. It's fine. You're going to run, which is actually good for me. You're going to go farther as a result, which makes it really easy for you to get a kill. Gyre is fine where she is. You're on Simple Patrol. We already know what you're doing, which is going there. We know that you're pretty much useless. That is such a bad patrol for you. Bracket can wait and go down to initiative. Actually, can I do yield spams that work? No, I really can't. They just go down to 1, and that's fine. Alright, Static, your time to shine. It's probably Burn Surge every time, but for now I don't have to rush this. Great. We'll just do it now. I'll go for Active Shred. Didn't need it, but I didn't know I didn't need it. You're likely to die, but I'm already claw buffed, so I don't need to go for a claw kill. Good enough for me. The red key spawns. Do I need it? No. Prison Warden is down. We don't need another red key. That's okay. I'm going to... If I do a short yield, I go to 8, which I don't want. I'm actually going to do a delay. That will allow Panther to knock... No, I can't actually. So this is just going to get hit. Oh, well. It is what it is. Yeah, I clicked the laser wires on accident. These are down for 3. That's down for 5. I was just careless. Okay, so I'm going to bump myself to 18. That way I can delay to 8 and see where you go. Because you're going towards the pressure sensor. And it's, yeah, not too spicy overall. Although, when this guy walked, I'm going to be sad about it. I don't want to wake everybody up, so what do I want to do? Go with the team on this side? It seems okay, I guess. And, like, we all choose to run through and fight from over here. That seems acceptable to me. Why not? That seems fine. You're there. You're going to do your little dinky patrol route. You found a corpse. That's fine. Jair is going to be where? I mean, you're going to min roll 14. That's low. I mean, she has very little cyberware, so yeah, not a lot of initiative bumps. I would be happy to try to get in range and Metal Scream Pulse these guys. We have 2 people that we can reliably shred. We're going to have Tactical Surge up this turn, which will be nice. You're done. I can run Bracket up, and that's going to be fine as well, I think. Can Samira grab us without getting seen? Absolutely not. That's fine. We can hide her against this corner, and she can probably fight on the future turn. I think it's going to be quite reasonable. And Static is going to trigger this. It is what it is. We're going to save Burn Surge for next turn. Your initiative is going to be not guaranteed super high, but unless you literally roll the minimum you possibly could have, and even then I might have look ahead on Panther, I won't. Okay, if she rolls literally minimum initiative, I have to use Interference Spike on Alto, but that's so unlikely, I'm not worried about it. Just walk to the edge of the Vision Cone, and with Tactical Surge giving 3 initiative, I'm not worried. Yeah, that triggers. It's fine. We're pretty far from Sec level 6, so we're likely okay. She rolled well. Okay, lots of guards have been told to move. That's totally okay. I actually should have seen what the tally was. Okay, it was 1 tally per turn. That's the escalation. Not a huge problem, but yeah, I didn't actually track that. So Bracket goes after Alto. Not the end of the world. I believe I have Steamroll back up, so I can actually print some speed for my team, which is good. I'm going to run you pretty far in. And we're going to start slicing and dicing. You're at 19 and hidden, which is kind of crappy for me. Might have to use an Atomic Stutter there. But it's time for fighting. Let's start with the guy with the armor. Not bad. Do I want to leave? No, I think we just take this kill. We get Steamroll out of it. I'm going to go ahead and just hit Wired Nerves here. I get another kill out of it. Corpse discovered. Yep. I'm thinking I'm just going to stun you because you're going to be annoying to reach. So now it doesn't matter that we can't reach you. I'm going to put my Cyber Knight somewhere like this. It's out of the way where no one's going to see him. But he's going to be able to act on a future turn, which I think is reasonable. You're angry-ish. Static can go for Burn Surge here and just have the most movement possible. Let's see. Can I be in range of both of these people? Oh, I saw 2 briefly, right here. Okay, that tells me I can lurch at both. I'm going to choose to believe that that's true. We'll see what happens. I believe I can also get red line up. Yes, I can. There's a lot I can do here. I'm going to go for the shred on this guy first. Okay, I missed the shred the first try. Let's try again. Thank you very much. Is 2 claw attacks going to be good enough? Almost certainly yes. That means I get red line. That's nice. If I do a full delay, I go to 22, which is enough to see what everyone else can do. And then she can run for this kill, and I don't have to wait for an Atomic Stutter. In fact, I probably could have yielded on Panther. It would have gotten a similar result. Too late now, of course. So I'm going to have Jair try to do her job. Let's have you run to here. Are you in eye laser range? No. Okay, so get closer. Great. Now you're going to be in eye laser range? Yeah, right here. There we go. All right. Well, eye lasers do not generate recoil, and they have a guaranteed debuff on them, so there you go. You are now very easy to hit with your minus evasion. We get some okay damage, and because you can use eye laser with 1 action point, you will eye laser again, because why not? Get some decent damage. Still debuffed, of course. They go at 18, so I've got to be careful to not run out of tools here. If I do a yield, I don't get behind everybody, so I think I go for the 0 AP Claw Kill and then try to finish that one up myself. Claw Kill did not work. I think I can use my bodyguard character to simply shoot a single shot from her SMG to get that kill. I'm not too worried about it, so I'm going to go here and take this down. First strike might kill. It in fact did. Great. That means I can spend 2 AP on this lockbox, and I can maybe actually get in range to eye laser. red key, Dr. Samdara's V-chip, a blueprint, some gang beams. Yeah, if I go to... Let's turn snapping back on. If I go there, I'm pretty sure I can eye laser. So I'm going to go here with 1 AP. Down you go. Did a lot of eye lasering that turn, to be honest. It's Samira's turn. Okay. That seems good. This loot is mine. Splicer me to part 5 again? Dang, I keep getting part 5. I'm pretty sure I have like 4 of part 3 and now 4 of part 5. One day I'll get a different one, but yeah, that's unfortunate. It's one of the doctors that I have pieces of but haven't met yet. That's down for a while. We're still going to escalate, but we're really far from sec level 6, which is good news. You can reload just for fun. You can end your turn. Escalation, they're far away. I don't care. We're going to be all right. This is no longer tactical surge. Just going to run everyone here, and we'll do what we can. I don't... Panther actually might make it. He runs pretty fast. He does make it. That's good news. Let's hide you back there. I don't have any AP to spare. I'm not sure if Jair makes it, but it's likely she does. I'm just going to end my turn instead of delay. Or I can't delay, rather. I'm going to end my turn instead of evac, just in case I need to be there. Looks like we're fine, though. And I'm pretty sure everyone is going to be alright here. Samira should have no problem making it up. Indeed, we're fine. And mission complete. Relatively straightforward. We came in hot, hit the prison hard. We busted Samira out and retreated to the extraction before they could pin us down. Only had one shot at this. I knew I came to the right operator. Thanks for what you did tonight, Panther. There was a very bad end coming for me. So Bracket and Jair level up. That's good. Jair hits the final soft cap of level 10. This is where XP or level points per XP slows down the most, up until like level 30 or something. Realistically, level 10 is like, yeah, what I consider sort of a soft cap. You certainly level past it, you know, no worries, but it's where your like XP efficiency takes its last, you know, good part. So we got 3 levels here, thanks to the SimStream trainer. We got a bit extra. My hacker's up to 16. Yeah, I wanted to go toward 0 interrupt, and then I will eventually go into the scapegoat pieces. There's also a world where I go for the trunk patch side of things, but I'm pretty sure... I mean, with how many AP I have, there's a world that's to play. But for now, +1 turn for devices from the Matrix, kind of cute. 0 interrupt's going to be fun when I can get it, level 17. SimStream trainer for the Gunslinger pays off. I am waiting for... No, I can either wait for 14 and get -1 AP on Trigger Vector, which I think is pretty reasonable. 1 AP every 3 turns is pretty worthwhile. An alternative is investing more heavily in something like Flush and making the armor reduction and cover bonus better. And considering things like Gunsmoke Drift and Quick Draw as offensive possibilities. I am doing mostly double revolvers. There's also a world where like Twin Iron is useful and Finger Trick is useful. Twin Iron is basically just save 1 AP once in a while, which honestly, that's fine. I think I don't want to have this like number sitting over my head the entire time, so I'm gonna go for I'm gonna go for Ricochet, actually. I think that's gonna be decent enough. It feels really good on sniper rifles. And actually, it's really good on railguns where you already have a bunch of crit chance, because it prints your crit damage for you that you might not have already had. But this will be fine. Then my Warmachine gets +2. Right, I was willing to look for more damage on Nova Beam, although realistically, dropping the cooldown to 4 would not have been useful, nor would 50% more damage. So this feels a bit awkward to use, all things considered. So I'm not really in love with this. I am kind of feeling Overheat, though, considering it removes it permanently. Like, I'm not feeling the 4-turn cooldown on Ash Protocol either. I think it's relatively unlikely to be super important. It can matter, don't get me wrong. Someone you kill on, like, turn 2 or 3 is going to care about you dissolving them on turn 5. That's going to actually matter here. But, I mean, there's no way I want accuracy on the laser. That's not worth it. Even with the investment here, there's no way the damage is good enough. I'm like pretty confident that's it's just not good enough. I think Sunstrike investment could be worth it. I wish I could get a second charge. I would really, if I could get a second charge, I'd take this for sure. Overheat I feel pretty good about. I don't know what this could possibly even do. because it definitely isn't only a 1-turn debuff here. This is like entirely a dead node. I don't mind range. I honestly don't mind 1 AP. I might just invest heavily in overheat and be like, yeah, I'm a utility character. I have plus charges of Laser Master, so I can debuff people more frequently. That's good enough. I actually wish we could drop the AP cost, and there were like 2 nodes for it costs 1 AP, it costs 0 AP, and I can just do free laser attacks. Same as with Clawmaster here. I think this is just really worth it in my opinion. Like, this is so nice, and I would do the same for Laser Master. Regardless, I still want to do what I can to invest in lasers. I actually quite like overheat since it's permanent. So I'm going to go cooldown, range, and then grab a charge, and then go range and AP. I think it's actually entirely reasonable. If the fact that it's permanent is a bug, this is the worst talent in the game. But if it's intentional that's permanent, it's actually pretty good. Alright. It also means it's good rewind bait, right? I can permanently kill something, rewind, permanently kill something else, and it's 1 AP each at enough range to, you know, outrange basically everything. Yeah, solid stuff. Okay, so that part's done for now. Yeah, investing in utility, I think it's okay. You can treat it like a stealth character, ultimately. It's not that much worse than like a Vanguard setup or an Agent EX setup, so yeah, I think the laser side is... The more I think about it, the more I'm like, okay, laser war machines, really just install literally anything. In fact, Bright Shot Optic might be best because it gives you accuracy and crit and stuff, which is honestly quite nice. Which means you can use that as like, look, I have this so I can use eye lasers, but what I really care about are the utility aspects. I mean, it's not a terrible build, right? You're playing a stealth war machine. I think it's actually reasonably viable. Anyway, that's the training done. I'm going to run one more mission. I'm going to hope that I can get another limit break before these things are due, but I will attempt to run the Sunshine Slice to get Vertigo up to 100 influence so that we can cap out Street Wetware. Let's go ahead and play Time Forward. My Insider is wanting me to loot the files in a set. That said, it's against Rook Tech, which I don't believe has anything useful for me. At least this is fighting D-Cartel, so I have a chance at getting Splicer Mina's pieces or something. How are we doing here? Splicer Mina is still only part 3. Okay, only 2 of those, and part 5 only 4 of those. But I really would like to get the other ones here. Combat Gang Beams is mintable. That's fine. Let's go ahead and keep playing Time Forward. Although I do have this hacker here who finished her Spinal Splice, and I might want to give you legs here. Synth Muscle 3 is move speed and some combat viability. I'm tempted, but it seems like a bit of a waste. Matrix Link 4 is not that expensive. I know I've looked at it several times here, but it's like, it's 1 tech and 12 AP, which I don't care about. The deck armor is a big deal. The connection health, well, my hacks are all 2 turns long, so no. I know it's not worth it. It's more like, I could choose to min-max, but why would I bother? You don't need arms. You don't really need skin, although, honestly, dermal sheath seems reasonable. I might go dermal plating, rather. I guess there's no stress res. Okay, I'll think about it some more later. I probably should not be pushing her for implants. You at some point I want to, but I want Battletank to upgrade first. Double check one thing real quick, which is sorted by influence. And yeah, Dr. Caro's first in line. I would like to get her Battletank upgrade. That would be great. Let's play time. There's the break. We could get the armor up, but what I want to do is actually see if I can get Battletank to cap. Yeah, this is more important to me. I want to see what comes out of this. I want to see if there is a maxed out Deep Brain slot for Combat Link 4. There is. So Combat Link 3 to Combat Link 4, 15 million in 30 days is quite a lot. 15 cyber weapon damage, honestly pretty good. Another 1 evasion, another 1 crit. So yeah, it's 1 evasion, 1 crit per, right? Yeah, it's plus 3 crit, plus 3 evasion. Right, 5, 10, 15, 25, minus stress res, whatever. 5, 9, 12, 15 cyber weapon damage. So this I cannot afford. This is reachable. It's good to know this is here. I just can't really use it. I'm going to alt-tab real quick, and Battletank 4 also gives me several other options. It gives me hand razors 4, so if I want to get reasonably good pure damage lasers, I have these. Much like Razors 3, it comes with the 4th charge. Accuracy is up to 75, which is a small increase, and it's 160 pure instead of 140, so hand resist 1 to hand resist 4, you can see, right, meaningfully improved in a lot of different metrics here. And honestly, okay, 11 million is kind of a lot, 10 days is not that bad, but yeah, 1 accuracy and 20 pure damage for a long downtime is going to be kind of tough. Also gives dermal plating 4, so I can go from level 3 to level 4 dermal plating, another 50 health. It's another -5, another -3 move speed, another plus 3% wound res. 11 million, again, still pretty expensive, but it's endgame stuff. I'm not going to be mad about it. It also gives the max level of bone grafts. So, because of the way things are named, it's actually up like this. But yeah, we had aluminum, then dialuminum, then steel, and then titanium. We go from titanium to duranium, and we get another +1 strength, another 15 health, another 10 wound res, another 3 kinetic. We do lose another 2 move speed, but that can be handled by whatever other implants. 60 days is an eternity, but 2 million is pretty cheap. So there is a world where you go for this and you feel good about it. There's also a world where you don't. Yeah, these two come from cyberdecks 1 and 2. These come from imported 3 and 4, and then Battletank 4 gives you this with a nearly infinite downtime. I mean, it makes sense. If you're replacing my skeleton, I expect to be down for a long time, but holy moly, it's 2 months. But I'm pretty sure I put this on my Cyberknight, and I'm not going to put him back down for a month to do this, but in a world where you got a big enough roster, you're like, yeah, like, my campaign's going to take 2 years. I'm going to put this merc down for 2 months, and they're going to have these bone grafts, and they're going to be the sickest they possibly could be. Yeah, I mean, as we saw, like, adding extra kinetic and then getting kinetic is pure is a, honestly really good damage loop. And then the final thing it gives you is a chest slot option. It gives you the Nightmare Pulse, which is 100 pure damage and 40 crit vulnerability for a turn. It also does not trigger Overwatch. I think none of these do. So all these pulse generators, yeah, we can hit them. We can turn invisible, but we can do these things and knock these things out. I am missing a lot of things I would need to make to get better pulse generators. Getting Street Wetware 4 gives me 2 new ones. I'm at Street Wetware 3 right now. And then there's a service called Black Ops something or other that has 4 other chest pieces that I just don't have access to right now. But yeah, a 100 pure damage and 40 crit vuln is honestly pretty real. It's still a 10-turn cooldown. You got to find a way to get that back, which you can do a little bit, right? You get all the mastery stuff, and you get... it's not called Redline, is it? But you can kind of get that back. Regardless, she's still going to want, at some point... That's weird that it sorts it out this way now. Let's go back to by name. She's still going to want Synth Muscle 3 at some point. I don't know if she'll do it right now, but with a lot of my team coming back, I'm considering it. We still, though, want to apply her with some more accounts, so let's put her back in. So let's go look for things that are not used by a set, that are created by a set, and I would like to sell these to Dr. Karos. I don't have a lot of options here. I'm going to sell this to her, though, at the very least. I know we're a little bit low on favors with you. I can't even get a favor with this one. But we've capped out Battletank, so all that's left is FSC armor. I believe that would cap it out. I'm not sure. Either way, though, let's try to give you enough accounts that you're going to be happy. I believe the filter's not going to work here. It's not going to do much for me. Okay, so she's going to be kind of left on red for a bit then, which is fine. Everyone else is going to be waiting and getting their upgrades. Let's go ahead and play some more time for it, see if we can get it. Height break for you. Deep wire for 1 reaction, which is move speed. Another 3 move speed here. Another 1 evasion. Seems pretty solid. Height break for you. Corp cushion for +1 will plus XP gained. I mean, I'd probably rather have tech, but honestly, I actually don't mind this. I just kind of like upgrading traits. I just think they're, you know, they're more unique. I mean, quite directly. Cyberscard upgrades, so +1 will, plus 10 health, +5 wound res. Unfortunately, more stress for cyber surgery, but oh well. Okay, Sunshine Slice will fail if we don't run it. Well, we're going to run it. Don't worry about it. This does not require hacking, and against Warner-Braun, I'm going to do it anyway because I actually want the files so that I can bump what's her name further. It's for Dr. Karos. Otherwise, though, my SimStream trainer is full. So what else is there to do but run these people? Tomorrow's episode will be the governance dust-up. Salvage Fleece, I might skip, to be honest. I don't care about influence on him by any means. We're going to go to 100. It's going to be fine here. Should go pretty quick overall. I don't care about sec level. But we've got our team ready to go again. I'm going to double check something real quick, because I can actually put in a Doom Hammer. So, sorry, a different melee weapon. So I'm gonna, where, no, that's the wrong thing. Here we go. I'm going to go to you. And then if I went for, are you really all the way down there? That's funny. Oh, I have so many of these, which is why. I have so many of these pistols, holy moly. I have definitely way too many. But I have this Power Club here. So is the Power Club better than Doomhammer? The Power Club is more accurate by 4%, but loses 35 pure damage. The active is more minus evasion. The recoil's better for funsies. But, no, I will keep the Doomhammer, thank you very much. Other option is the Berserker Blade. I lose 45 pure, I gain 100 kinetic. But I don't have the stun active, which I honestly really want. So, nope. Let's put the stuff back on. And I think I want to take the accuracy, to be honest, over the shred and other stuff. I just want to make sure I'm actually getting good damage every time. Maybe that's incorrect, but I feel like that's pretty reasonable. And then yeah, the game is just not dropping me good urban assaults, so I'm unfortunately stuck with this kind of garbage item. Either way, Jair is still injured. I will sub her out at some point to let her get that healed, but for now, here's where we are. Let's go ahead and move forward. And by the way, if you leave something untreated, it will eventually worsen. We're on the ground, locating targets. Okay, so, of course, a pretty small map, so it's going to get hectic. Seiko's way across there. Lotto's kind of next to him. Okay, they're all kind of right there. Now, as far as loot box is concerned, I'm thinking if we sweep around like this, we come around this way to get to the Matrix host. I mean, definitely most things that matter that get hit by the host are topside. If I go this way, we can kind of grab this and come out. This is a much faster route, and then this and out, and then up here, left and out. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. Now, Warner-Braun does not have the best enemies. They do have a couple of mechs, though. Got to be a bit careful about what some of this stuff is going to try to do to me. Let's see. So, you're not scary, you're not scary, you're not scary. So the middle ground doesn't matter at all. We're going to tactical surge because of course we are. I think my hacker's going to have no problem sprinting it to there. I just feel like she'll have the move points. Even without move speed cyberware. But I guess to be safe and make sure she has it, I'm gonna have my Cyber Knight kill this. And then I am tempted. Man, there's so many guards who are just like right here who could act. It's a little scary, but if I already know that you three are useless and I walk away from these guys, then I just want to know what you're gonna do. To me, that'll be enough. You're going to turn over. You still won't see that corpse, though. I'm going to burn my stun. That way I can stay hidden myself on the CK, on the Knight. You're not going to lurch out? Wow, really? Okay. Then I guess I'm going to stand here. I will strike once. He won't die. That's fine. You're not going to be useful. These guys aren't going to see anything. You got a totally reasonable first hit. There's another bad guy over there. That's fine, though. Reasonable first hit. We get our first shred. We get a solid chunk of their health gone. That's fun. I'm going to delay and look for rewinds at some point. But for the most part, our team's going to like run up to here and hide. Although I can probably have Static try to go for a bit more damage here first. I'm going to put her here and hide. Basically, I just want to get away from these guys. However they're going to go. Let's put bracket partway up. Standing there honestly should be reasonable. There's no way they get all the way up to me. I'm behind a box against you, and these guys are walking away, so I'm really not concerned. I am nonplussed. Jair, I might have her come this way with the team. And just kind of safety numbers and stuff. So let's start by going here and waiting. That'll be enough where I'm not going to get spotted by anybody moving around. And I'll react as needed. Again, you are stunned, so I'm not worried about it. Go ahead. You can all have your turns. You're stunned As understood, I want this guy to end his turn just so I know what's going on. You're walking up towards the host. That's going to be a little bit annoying. We're okay for now. You are useless. You have to keep waiting. Gyre the same. Panther the same. There we go. You're going to walk out of that. It's fine. But yeah, all the captains who matter are right around here. No biggie. You're going over there. Sure. Another guy gets woken up. It's fine. Now, I did already use up my Cyber Knight's stun, and so things might get a little bit weird or annoying having to deal with that guy. This guy's kind of close by, which I don't love. You didn't turn left, though, so you're not going to be... It's not going to be too pressing. I can basically kill the guard next to you or stun the guard next to you and act on you next turn. Like, I want to go for this kill. I think Power Slice is worth it here. Just kind of cycle the cooldown, get the armor low, try to get the claw kill. Armor's going to be down to 1 protection point, I believe. Yeah, 34 armor left. I think this is going to be time for claws. I think I likely kill in 3 claw attacks. Let's go ahead and try. First strike kind of sucked, but the next 2 are going to be better. Maybe not better enough. Yeah, they weren't better enough. That kind of sucks. Wow, yeah, you are really far from being killed, actually. Alright, I really misjudged that, which is too bad. You might see the corpse. Darn, I'm actually really sad I misjudged this. Okay, what I might do is burn Surge just to run up for the stun. Just so I can make forward progress the whole time. So I'm basically going to run all the way to here. This camera may turn and do stuff. I don't know for sure. We'll see if Bracket can do anything about that one. But yeah, I'm going to run up and stun strike you. No problem whatsoever. We can jump you next turn. You're useless for a while. You're coming over, but you're not going to find us yet. You are going to find Bracket, so I'll have to keep moving my team forward. That should be fine, though. Put you here. You're angry. I understand that. Not Lumen Spear. Stun Strike. Okay, now it doesn't matter that you saw me. Static Stun for now. I'm going to kill cameras now, because I don't know if it's going to turn or not. I'm going to kill him later with the Matrix Host. Should have done it sooner, to be honest. I forgotted. I think you going for the host is fine. I think we can sort things out. Make you win on initiative, other stuff like that. This is a little dangerous, but I'm doing it anyway. You're definitely in the middle of the entire enemy team. And it's quite packed, but it is what it is. We're just going to see what happens. We have an alarm processing unit. Sure. Overclock, spoof, scapegoat. Load the things. Load more of the things. I have I have many things that I would like to... I'm going to load disarm now because I think I'm going to need it. AP, then connection, then connecting. This looks not too bad. There's a passive here. Exit the node is the trap, which is really chill. This is the best that it could ever be, right? Is a dead passive, a dead trap, and then the 2 arguably weaker options here. So take a tiny bit of damage, not a big deal. Disarm you. And I can walk forward and... Right, I don't care about program loading, we get to move forward. So, I'm not going to worry about AP nearly as much as I think about the setup here. I scan, this is going to be much more annoying to deal with, but I can still load Deception. And we'll see if I need to do stuff or not. Use a program, exit the node. This is pretty annoying, it's unload stuff on action. Nullop might not one-shot this, but everything else is going to die. And this is still a pretty docile reaction, so I don't get what I wanted. It's not the end of the world, though. Double active here is clearable. So... Tally, then connection. I scan, and what do we see? We see a really, really gnarly node that I can't easily deal with. What I'm going to simply do is walk over, hit Nullop. They're all dead. That's great. Scan for fun. We still have enough AP to do stuff with. I'm not too worried. Get my free download. Let's see if we can spike this. I'm not guaranteed to one-shot it with Nullop, but we'll see. Lose some connection health. Not the end of the world. Spike. I get some IO back. I can keep going. I can't fit nuke, this is not dying yet, but I have passive and trap for this. I will need anti-active for that guy, and I would need scan to get farther along. So I have around 200 IO left, which is not enough to do a lot, to be honest. You're just not going to get all that far, which is fine. I'm going to go right then left because it's just that's how it's going to path. There's no reason to do it any other way. Load a program, download an account. Okay, don't load any programs, got it. These are mine. I can move forward to here, because this is sleeping, load a program, not a big deal. Load anti-passive for this node, that looks fine. Vantadrip, makes sense. Download a file, any action, more download stuff. Source code, doesn't really matter the order here. Next turn, when I have AP and stuff, I can do more, but for now, this is me. I will probably trunk patch for fun next turn. I will probably rewind myself so I have more null-op charges, so I can knock this thing down. I think it's worth it. I mean, I might as well, basically. It's kind of free. And then a lot of the enemy team has rolled better than us. Bracket. Well, this guy probably doesn't matter. This guy rolled pretty well. That could be scary. Jair should have no problem getting at least a kill. I don't see why you wouldn't bother going for this. Have they killed anybody yet? No, right? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to grab this kill. This is like mine every time, I think. Down you go. I could Ash Protocol the corpse, but I think I'd rather get farther up and be more able to help the team fight this side of the map. This part is still scary, and I have no more charges of look ahead to predict all their movements. It's very easy that like this person turns over, gets aggro, this person walks up, and like immediately alert and like fights me. So this can definitely get kind of weird. But for now, you could be there and you're going to be safe. I'm going to have Panther. Oh, I'm not in range to bump. Okay, I'm going to legit wired nerves just so that I can get in range to use tools on Bracket. I basically need her to go early. She needs to preempt everybody else so she can finish hacking and then get out. So if I get to here, am I in rewind range? Yes, that's what I wanted. Okay. I can go to here and do the same thing, but I want to fight from this side of the map. So once again, right, run to there. I can pre-compute or rewind, but rewind's 3 initiative is going to be enough to have her go first. That's enough for me. So I go here. Bracket goes early. Wait. Wait, it didn't do anything for initiative. Right? She just didn't move. That's a bug. Huh. Okay. Rewind with the up. Rewind does not provide bonus initiative. I used rewind on Bracket, and she went from 21 initiative to 21 initiative. What gives? Huh. I don't recall that ever failing before, but I can still go first next turn and use pre-computed. I mean, Panther has the most initiative in the game. He just kind of can't lose. And the rewind was still useful. Like, I do actually need the other charges, but it just means I have to go for pre-computed here. And then if I do a delay, I go to 24. That seems fine. I'm not in a rush to kill you, but actually, you know what? I really want a different kill. Like, I want to knock this guy down because I want to trigger steamroll on my team. So even though you don't need to die right now, I actually really want to go for this and try to do a one-shot power slice and give my team the MP and move speed and stuff. So basic attack's not guaranteed to kill. I'm just going to burn power slice. I shouldn't, like, more often than not, I wouldn't need to, but this just kind of guarantees that I'm okay. That's going to be enough to delay. My team now runs fast and is strong and all that. I will take my download, disabled, disabled, disabled. I can load scan. There's lots of traps there. I'm going to have to unload and reload disarm. I didn't know if I would need to. This is, yeah, use a program, and then load a program. The nice thing about use a program is basically if you use disarm, it will not trigger other traps. They all wait patiently. Don't load any programs. That would be bad for me. Sleaze you. Let's just kill everything. I'm not going to bother thinking about it too much. This is pretty much free real estate. And remember, do not load a program. Downloads are done, but I would like to grab spoof, grab scapegoat, and go one-shot this guy. That's alarm down. That is everything I could have grabbed. You can safely disconnect. You have plenty of AP to spend if you want. While you're already right here and no one can quite see, let's greed this box first. And then you can get to safety. Wasn't a very good box, but I didn't know that at the time. You hiding behind barrels is going to be incredibly safe. No one's going to be able to see you. It's not going to be a big deal. I think this is one of the best spots you could possibly stand. So thank you +1 move point. Thank you plus 10% move speed. Steamroll, just kind of great. Panther is going to need to keep waiting. I don't know what everyone's doing, but standing where I am seems fine to me. Now he's one at the end, which is good news. It's actually what I wanted. Static wants to get a claw kill if she can help it. We're just going to wait around. I don't think anyone can really threaten me. This guy shouldn't be running or anything, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, he's going to get to... Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he gets to here, he's going to see Static and Gyre. I don't actually want that. Okay, Gyre's just not a great combatant. I'm going to have her go here. She'll now be out of vision, no problem. Weapon blueprint for a solid bit of gear. Weapon mod, or have one of those, but sure. Let's have Static try to get this kill for realsies. Basic attack, and I get essentially 1 claw chance. These tires should work pretty well for me. So this is solid damage. If I roll high, I can get a claw kill. 140 is looking a little sus, but Crimson Vector is going to help me get an extra claw attack. It's weird that it's showing me I have 0 people in range, which is clearly not true. Let's just do this. Claw attack gets the kill. That's what I wanted to see. Gives me my buffs. I get to feel good about it. I'm behind tires. I don't think... there's a chance you see me. Okay, let's spend 1 AP to for sure hide behind the tires. I think that's worth it. These are down for an eternity. Alright. What you got? You're going that way? Okay, fine. You're walking back there. Sure. Another drone. Getting a little closer. But it's just kind of packed here, right? There's just a lot of people. I'm ducking. I'm hiding. I'm in my element. You saw a corpse. You're coming over, but you're over there. Ooh, you actually will see us. Yep. Okay, he's alert, but no one's going to be nearby yet. I did not think about his patrol route. I didn't, to be fair, use look ahead, so I didn't know what it was, but... yeah, it was a bit close. I'm fine with everyone else, though. Looks like we're going to be okay. Do have some kills to go for, obviously. Last person to go is you. You are not close to us at all, so I'm not too concerned here. Who kills the captain? Maybe nobody. We might not be able to. If I run, I actually don't get spotted, I think. I can book it in time to not, like, trigger the vision cone. And 2 strikes here is likely to work. Only get 2 hits here. I am tempted to go for the pulse generator. Like, what I could do... well, okay, here's the thought, right? So I can attack right now. 79 to hit, and then 75 to shred. And so, you know, more than 50% odds that I shred armor. And if I shred armor, then the pulse generator does more damage because he's going to have 20 armor and not 80 armor. And that means that I can much more reliably get the kill with, like, a random Lumen Spear attack and then 2 Ripper Blades attacks. Like, that whole thing's going to work. If I fail the shred, I guess I get another chance at it, but I can no longer pulse generator or Lumen Spear. And, I mean, yeah, my second attack probably gets him low. I think it's just this. It's just this. We shred, that's good news. If I basic attack, he's pretty much dead, and claws are going to lock it. That seems better than using these tools that aren't range to anybody else. So down you go. Got what I came for. This guy is only suspicious for a corpse, nothing more than that. And we didn't get rid of that corpse, but that was never going to happen. You're doing nothing, that's fine. Panther can't do anything too special here. Can Gyre... okay, that's stun strike range. Okay, if I burn surge, I can get in range for a stun strike and prevent you from reporting that. I'm going to say that's worth it. I'm going to run to a straight line. right to you. And by stun striking, you don't generate any tally, you don't get to report anything, and we can keep running forward at you. So you're angry for a second. Now you're not. And we get 2 tally. Look at us, and we're sec level 0. I'm going to have Panther run toward this guy. This seems like an important kill. Or do I want to run toward these folks and make sure this part goes well? I am pretty low on initiative tools right now. Look ahead is down, all that stuff. Static. Her red line is still going to be on, so it's not going to be too bad. She'll still have all the numbers there, but I don't have atomic stutter, and this guy's just going to spot us. So basically, it's like if static hides back here, she might still get seen. I could run back here, and I can like run towards a box and whatnot. I'm pretty sure that these two are going to have no problem killing this captain. So I think hanging out over this way is acceptable, and it's fine, and we can figure it out. It's just kind of vibes based. Searching for interference, nothing else. Of course, there's no escalations for a while. You're going to wait where you are. Bracket should have a pretty easy time going for this kill. Sucks you're not quite in range. That's you know, really quite unfortunate. I'm going to crouch you to here and then go for it. You're actually stunned for this turn as well, so I can really, really wait and get more info about the guards. Let's see. Of course, I gotta kill them, right? But basically, where's the rush is kind of the question I have. And I mean, this is a good use of Bracket's time, though, I think. Just going for 2 hits here is pretty good. But I don't know why I wouldn't just wait. Let's just wait. He's stunned anyway, right? I'm tempted to have Static hide back here and make sure this guy doesn't see me out of nowhere. I think that is a good idea. Let's use the AP. Gyre only gets to strike once, which isn't amazing. Honestly, you're pretty far away. Can I clip onto the tires? Yes. Okay, that'll be me hiding from almost everyone. You won't see me. You're not going to see me. That's good enough. This means this patrol route's not going to find anybody. Go ahead. Make my day. You find a corpse, you're going to walk, but you're not. You're just going to get closer to me. You shouldn't find anybody. Right? We're all hiding. Oh, shoot. Okay, you did find Static. You know, I got that one wrong. That's on me. My bad. If you run towards here, you're going to get alert and you're going to fight. And I can't do anything about that one, so it just is what it is if that happens. You found a corpse, you're going to run up and you're going to turn alert, probably. And now you're alert, and I'm going to shoot. Yep, I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot. You have AP. We have 1 shot. Oh, you don't? Wow. Okay, that was close. I thought you would, but I guess you didn't. You found stuff there as well. Okay, his stun is over. I'm kind of glad I waited, so I can stun him later. You see alert people, but aren't alert yourself. Next turn is Tactical Surge. No, next turn is... You don't quite make it, right? No. But they're all right here, which is dangerous for me. Next... Oh, shoot. If his stun is over, that means this guy would turn alert if you walked into him, but he didn't, so it's fine. Sorry. Next turn is Burn Surge is available. Alright, so... Do I go for the E-Rifle fun? Also worth noting, by the way, that my min roll on initiative is going to be like 18 or something. So I could definitely fail this stuff. These guys, thankfully, are going... Well, not that late, actually. Pulse just seems pretty good for hitting 2 here. Especially with them being tanky enemies who are going to, you know, be hit multiple times. Yeah, the damage is low, but I want the high hit chance to make my other attacks, like, likely to shred and things like that. So we go here. You see more people. I don't care. Shred 1. Shred 2. Red line is still nothing special right now. Down you go. Captain 1 killed. You have 1 AP to spend on Lumen Spear. That seems good enough to me. You got nothing else going on, really. It's fine. Sniper goes where? This place is eerily quiet. You don't say. Yeah, so you triggered stun break. Although it still says that you are stunned. Okay, that seems like a bug. WB Captain stun braked, but is still stunned by Still has the debuff, despite barking stun break earlier this turn. Will this show? Maybe. Yeah, it did, actually. I don't know if that's going to be in the screenshot in time or not. Maybe I'm taking the screenshot earlier, but... Alright, so the play is... This guy needs to die eventually. I could definitely go for the active club stun, by the way, and still keep him down. That would actually work. These guys... Yeah, I mean, with corpses being spotted, almost certainly there's going to be some shenanigans going on, but... I'm thinking I can stand here. I can go for my active club stun. This puts the minus evasion on. We actually shredded, which is pretty wild. I'm tempted to Metal Scream Pulse, just to really get rid of all of your armor and make it easier for Bracket to get the kill. I think it's a pretty good use of it, all things considered. Solid damage, your armor's gone. Not bad by Gyre. What does Panther have here? So the tough thing is, let me turn on vision cones. I guess if I'm right here, I'm actually past every single one of their vision cones. So I could fight this guy without getting spotted. They'll just see a corpse drop. I don't know if I kill him in 2 strikes. But I win on initiative every time. Should I Caltraxia? I don't need the initiative. There's never a world where I need it, and Caltraxia only gives armor otherwise, right? It converts 1 AP into 1 move point, and then gives me some armor. Now, to be fair, down the line, I'm going to use the move point, so I'm gonna chug this because on a future turn, I will need that. I'm in range. I'm outside of your vision cone. Let me take a iota back. Yeah, go to here. I'm clearly outside your vision cone now. It tells me I get the attack on this guy. I get 2 strikes. That seems decent to me. He's not guaranteed to die, but he's already alert, so nothing's going to change. First strike is decent. Second strike might not kill. Second strike kills. Second captain down. But as much as we kill alert guards, they just see corpses, and it's, you know, no tally difference, and no real anger difference either. Bracket has to take a small step forward here. Doesn't get to go very far. Actually, can I do the same cheat that I did with my other character, which is spend 0 AP and get in range anyway? I can. Okay, I'm going to spend 0 AP, I'm going to lurch into there, and I get to do this. I'm probably abusing a bug here, but also, I don't know, it's kind of fun getting to do that. Also, I feel like I was already in range, to be honest, right? I was within 3 meters, and so I don't feel that unethical about it. Maybe I should, but I'm just saying that I don't. Alright, so there's 2 boxes left to grab. There are several guards to mess with. There's no escalation, but there is a lot of security events. And of course, as they turn the corner, they see the team, so we are not well protected. Is there really only 1 guy being sent? Really? Only 1? That's crazy. They're going to keep walking. This guy's going to investigate on his own, for sure. So I'm going to put you behind this barrel. I'm going to wait. I don't know what you're doing. That scares me a little bit, but for now it's okay. I think Bracket's fine where she is. I've got several turns before I have to care. Panther is chilling. I don't think I need to stun you. I think it's okay. Actually, you go so late, I definitely don't care. You're running up. You're going to start hunting. And will you see me in time? No, you don't. Good start. You know nothing. Jon Snow. You are suspicious and running. You are not remotely close. Does not matter. You're a basic crappy guard. I really don't care what you do. You're going to hunt. I still not going to care about that. You don't see anything. There's no way. Yep. Okay. I have moderate concerns about you. I'm going to stop right there. I just want to hide from this dude. I mean, I'm behind some barrels, but still. I want to hide from you. That'll be good enough. We can let you walk up. I'm not too worried about it. I think you won't see anything. That's my guess. Obviously, I could be wrong. I could fight this guy for free because it's a drone, and drones won't share status with people. And at least getting it low seems worth it to me. I'm going to burn surge. I'm always going to burn surge. I'm going to start dealing damage, and no one's going to notice. 1 shred. 2 shred. 3... Okay, not 3 shred. 3 hit. 4 hit, 3 shred. I'm going to use at least 1 claw attack because it's going to be on cooldown anyway. I don't need a Predator Reflex. I unfortunately don't get my claw buff in there. You can see, like, yeah, without the substantial amount of strength and pure damage added to the weapon, even though she has a shredding weapon, this is very slow going. Obviously, having the active slice would have been good, but it's still on cooldown. That is a reason to multiclass into Cyber Sword for this, because getting an extra charge of Power Slice, getting a lower cooldown Power Slice, completely reasonable option. As it is, though, you are done. You've done your job. You are standing around. You are, yeah, not the most useful. You're actually walking away. Okay, good news. Bracket can keep waiting. Panther can keep waiting. And let's see what you succeed in doing, if anything. Absolutely nothing. You are entirely useless. We take those. All right, well, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to go down to 3 AP. They're all going to see me. I don't care. I'm going to try to Nova Beam. And if it's not good line of sight, I'm going to go farther up and Nova Beam. So here we go. Yeah, line of sight kind of sucks. I'm going to spend 1 AP going to here. I think that's acceptable. That gives me pretty much a direct line of sight in everybody. I'm hiding here now. And we're just going to fight all 4, right? It's going to be totally fine. Obviously, don't want to hit my team if I can help it. Looks like them being behind the truck might not block them. I think this will be fine. I mean, it's like not bad for 2 AP, but my Urban Assault would do very similar things, I think. Okay. This seems good enough. Let's go. Yeah, we had solid damage here. They're all angry, which is understandable. I'm a little bit low on tools, but I think we'll be fine. Some people do need to be stunned, I'm pretty sure. She can only stun 1. This is the easier kill for sure. So I think it's stun the drone and then hit this guy a bunch. They're all angry, understandably so. I'm going to go for the basic strike on you. Actually, this is really good damage. If I get the same person twice, I actually might get the kill. You rolled really well on initiative, so I think I'm just going to go for this. And if I roll a glance, I switch. But no, I'm just going to kill you in 2 hits here. So, 750 on the crit. Yeah. So, again, actually having a strong pure damage weapon, you don't have a lot of strength. Because you can see here, right? Like, she has only 9 strength. She has very little, like, extra kinetic. Very little kinetic is pure. It's just not enough damage here. It's just, you know, it's just kind of slow going, right? We just didn't get through that guy very fast. I think running you toward the next guard is also fine. Can I... Yeah, I don't think I can get close enough, can I? Nope. If I'm there, it's... I mean, I feel like you should lurch from that, but she's not willing to. There we go. That will lurch on a future turn. That seems fine. I can probably do initiative stuff and make that actually work for me. Panther, it's your turn. Let's just kind of kill things in order. I'm in range of you. Let's go kill you. That's a kill. Yep. All right. You're alert. You're at a 13, though. I think my play is simply going to be stun 1, wait for the rest. Let's stun you, because you actually have a slightly better initiative roll, and this guy's kind of useless. And can I get in attack range? Probably not. That does not go far enough. I'm tempted to grab this loot, but I'd rather have like Jai or Static do that, who are worse combatants. Now, one option I could have gone for, and didn't think about it until just now, was try and take this shot. Crit chance very low, and you would hear it, so I don't love this. I think ultimately, I'm just going to kind of run up, and we'll just do what we can at some other point in time. It's not a huge deal. Yeah, I'm just going to run you towards this guy, and we'll figure it out. But yeah, there's definitely going to be some guards sent my way. It's okay, though. I'm in a tactical surge. We're going to be okay. Guard is missing. Dangerous intruders. Escalating protocols. They're sending Kai and Tao. They're not sending him still. Okay, well, Steamroll is available now. I have permanent move point from something, right? I don't remember what it's from. I have it from probably cyberdecks, I'm guessing. But I'm going to go for this kill and steamroll my team. That'll be quite nice, I feel. Okay, if you're there, that's going to be fine. I'm clearly arranging my team. There's the kill. Good job. They all run fast now. Running at you doesn't... Actually, I need to run this way no matter what. So I'm kind of tempted. How do I play this? You may or may not be useless. I want Bracket to knock this down so that I can make easy progress. Delaying to 20 should be fine. In fact, it is. I'm going to have you go for this kill yourself. Get the claw buff. I believe you're missing the claw buff right now. We get the shred. He's pretty low. You're dying in claw attacks for sure. Second strike will kill, unless I glance again. Nope, we're fine. I get my buff. That's great. This gives Gyre the chance to do some fun stuff. Ash Protocol, Overheat. Well, let's grab the loot box. Might even grab both, to be honest. Another couple of stuff that seems to matter a decent amount. That seems fine. You're not going to be arranged to overheat that, so let's just wait. Bracket should knock this motion field down, though, if she can help it. In fact, I also want to use my railgun. So I'm going to start with the railgun here and understand that I need to have like 2 AP left. That's going to be pretty chill, though. Let's take the shots. These look decent. First hit shreds. That's pretty great. Second shot shreds as well. I mean, I got to say, this is kind of nice with my shred chance at 76%. It makes life good. These are still down for a very long time. Run to here. That's in range to packet loss. That's all I really care about. Your armor sucks. Your health sucks. Good enough for now. I can delay. Panther gets his kill. No questions asked, I'm pretty sure. 2 strikes here is going to be fine. Cover situation's not great. That's good enough for now. Yeah, if this drone runs forward, I do eventually get spotted. Maybe I should hide behind these, just to make sure that I'm not in a really annoying spot. Although, yeah, this is not any good. I think I just go here and say, look, my turn's over. Otherwise, I'm in a really weird spot where I just get spotted and it's not fun. We can let them run forward. You two are going. You're going straight line. Okay. You're doing nothing, and then I think you're going as well. You're going that way. Cool. All right, yeah, let's have... I might actually have her run and knock this motion field down, because why not? It's a good use of your time, to be honest. You're not doing much damage. 20 influence for turn 9. That said, Vertigo is already going to cap on influence. This is useless, and I can't use red cubes, so I'm doing boxes, and that's it. Let's keep hiding my team away from these patrol routes, right? Everything that's over here no longer matters. Static can pretty easily sprint for this. Is that actually faster? I'd be surprised if that's faster. Let's see. So that's right behind the box with 2 AP to spare. And if I go this way, actually, let's do it this way, right? So, oh yeah, this is for sure faster. Okay. The Pathfinder was just griefing. All right, I go there. I get this box, I can turn around, and we're gonna be fine. Two AP is not a ton, but it's okay. 100k cred ship, another weapon mod. Blueprints, whatever. Alright, and I think she might have enough move points to get out all the way next turn. I don't care what the Sec AI does, doesn't matter to me at all. You make it with AP to spare. I guess you should do that then. Let's bump Bracket's initiative so we don't have to look at what all the guards do. Here you go. And then let's extract the team. Bracket makes it no problem from there, so we'll just do that. Last box. Detective Special. Okay. Out you go. Gyre makes it no problem. And the fact that we're actually getting out on the same sec level we started on is pretty great. I'm appreciative of hacking an APU. Don't want to stay or overstay our welcome. Sure. Alright, well, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. We're getting paid. We got all of them. Static levels up. That's cool. I know I keep going back and forth on what Static's going to actually learn, but I'm pretty sure I've committed to... Oh, nice. And level 15 is a breakpoint as well. I committed to going for Pulse Gen Master. to try to get Pulse Gen off twice in a mission. I do not care about getting plus 30% damage in the Pulse Gens. These do not pop often enough for it to ever matter. I think this is just not remotely viable. And going through 3 nodes of, you know, kind of bad just to get this, not worth. This is fine, but again, this only pops once per mission, so, you know, it doesn't really matter too much. Dropping it down by 3 turns gets you to the point where, combined with Berserk Haze, you actually might get there. I am going to try... I mean, also, I think having a 0 AP Pulse Gen is actually worth it. Like, I think once you get to here... Like, this part doesn't really matter, but, like, dropping the cooldown to -3 and then getting another 2 charges of Berserk Haze means you can start using Pulse Gen pretty actively. It's a really expensive investment to get there. I'm not sure it's meant to be this deep. But, I'm willing to try it, right? I want to give it the fair shot. Because, like, hey, the tooltip here was bad, but it actually was a pretty good node. And, I mean, Ash Protocol is actually decent. Nova Beam kind of sucks. From what I can tell, this doesn't scale by anything. I mean, this is you know, Scourge Challenge all over again, where it's like, hey, it's mitigated by health going up and by armor, whereas at least Tox Cloud just is HP reduction. But yeah, I feel like talent damage, it just doesn't scale as well because you can't crit. You just can't keep getting high level weapons. I think talents just like almost need to do innate pure damage to keep up with the game. Now, granted, I play on, you know, I get PL10 enemies with 1.5x their health, and so the difficulty is higher than it would be for a normal player, but, like, someone who plays a campaign to PL10, even if they're playing on normal or something, they would still at some point run into the fact that kinetic, like, this doesn't keep up, no matter what the damage, you know, here says. When it's 375, it's still not going to be enough to matter. Maybe it lines up well with, like, a big, you know, armor shred pulse, but I don't see it. Either way, whatever. It's fine. I don't mind these as utility. I mind when it's here it deals damage and the damage is, like, not good. I'm actually probably going to like, I tried it. I don't like it. I'm going to respec my other Warmachine and give her a different look because, yeah, it's not doing it for me. At some point, again, I'll upgrade your stuff, but I decided I was going to... Right, okay, let's see. If I'm not going to this node, as much as I would like Ballistic as extra pure... And yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, okay, that matters for my Urban Assault, but my eye lasers deal pure damage, and this is kinetic. And so these are actually kind of dead to me. And I actually kind of like my pure damage eye lasers because they give me, you know, crit and stuff. So let's see, let's restart it. What should the pathing actually be? I'm still going to go Laser Master. I'm still going to go Overheat Ash Protocol. I'm committed to trying this stuff out. And then I want to go into Berserk Haze, and, like, maybe I Pulse Gen, and I find ways to make the Pulse Gen work with my weapons. It might not work, but I'm willing to try. And that means I'm just going to path, what, like this? I just path up the side like I'm a Cyber Knight, and I drop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I even drop Burn Surge. Even though Burn Surge is nice, it just isn't going to reach. And then the other thought is, actually, what I could do... Right, because if I go and I learn, let's see, let me think again. So I'm just gonna respec now. It's fine. I'm always here, right? To start is efficient. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm done. Or I can go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's clearly worse. Those are the only routes I could possibly take, right? There's nothing else that actually makes sense here. I'm deciding to not go through Burn Surge, and I don't like Nova Beam, so yeah, I think there's clearly no other pathing that makes sense, so let's just go. So I've learned that. Kill with a cyber weapon, instantly recharge a turn of all cybernetic talents, possibly grouping a charge, and gain initiative. And I'm going to go into Pulse Gen Master. I don't see Silent Stalker really making sense. You could, like... Funny, you could theoretically Silent Stalker into Nova Beam. It's not actually worth it, don't get me wrong. But any talent where it's like, gain kinetic as pure for a while, and if this doesn't count as an attack, then I can actually keep it for longer. I'm still not a believer, don't get me wrong, but also gives kinetic damage and stuff. I may try Directed Pulse and just try to go up this way. But let me actually grab the things that I cared about, right? So I want to go plus... What's funny is actually, I haven't really needed the plus extra charge. I feel like 1 max charge has been good enough. And, like, the damage is not remotely worthwhile. Spending 4 points on a charge is not worth it to me. I'm willing to entertain the stun strike value here. AP down to 1 and, you know, cooldown and range. I'm going to entertain this. I definitely want to go overheat. I'm actually very curious what this thing even does. I'm just going to learn it because I'm curious for the science. I don't know what this does. Yeah, it stays remainder of turn. Yeah, so this is just a dead node, I'm pretty sure. I'll check it once, but I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go ahead and try Ash Protocol as well. I'm going to probably skip on range. I often find I don't really need range on this. I think 8 meters is enough to be fine. It's not a lot, don't get me wrong, but I think it's enough. So we're not going claws because I want to try it without going claw heavy. We grab Berserk Haze. And instead of capping out Berserk, which doesn't really make sense to me, because I'm not getting kills with claws or any cyber weapons almost ever. We're gonna go into Pulse Gen. And I'm gonna, you know, do what I can to like bring this lower, and we'll see what it feels like. I probably am gonna unlearn this and then keep going. We'll see how it goes. But this is gonna be a more utility and stealth-focused character using eye lasers to debuff people. And yeah, I would actually really like to see this same minus charge rate, minus AP that's on Clawmaster to make lasers feel better. I would actually really, really appreciate that. I would feel much better about it. But anyway, that is her being trained up. Let's go ahead and bump the sniper. I wanted to go ahead and cap out Quiet Kill. So my buff is 3 turns long. Skull Shot for an AP, I think, is usable. I think I have open talents here. I think this is fine. I think Fleeting is a little tough to use, all things considered. But I've got what I want out of Strike Zone. I've got what I wanted out of JTAC. I've still got Death Watch. Hit Streak does feel kind of awkward. I'm pretty sure you need more charges to keep getting more crit chance on Hit Streak. You can't just, like, get 15 crit chance off of the baseline talent. I have not found a needed nest duration, which is fine. So I'm going to go this way. And yeah, we'll start getting AP back, which seems totally fine. In the future, when you're going to actually act. Governance Dust Up is due in 1 day, but before that happens, Vertigo is at 100, and I can probably mint some file sets and push my other people up as well. I cannot actually mint any file sets. Okay, well, not used by a set, not created by a set, means these are just cash. Dr. Ash owes me a favor, no thank you. You already owe me infinite, or not actually true. But your favors don't mean anything to me. This can be sold to Dr. Kairos. And then everything else is much lower tier. Let's just get rid of the chaff real quick. But I believe Dr. Kairos won't buy anything else except the 1 other purple. Oh, no, yeah. These are all blank. This would sell to Dr. Kairos, but she would be at 70, I believe, and that wouldn't be very useful. Yeah, you're at 60 right now. That doesn't matter. I do not have Focus Buyer for a day, but I will at some point tell her that we're going to go hang out together, and that will let me bump her armor by a level. So we can play time forward for a bit longer. I'm actually really tempted to have my other Warmachine get her stuff healed, but for now we're not going to do that. Because I want her to run the mission first. She's also at 90 hype. I would love her to limit break if I can help it. We have come this far. Supposedly dead Quant Diato is waiting for us at the appointed time and place. Don't miss this. We fail the job. We will burn our relationship. I understand. It's still 18 hours away, though. Counter Intel Pod is ready to be upgraded. Let's do it. Influence break. There we go. Vertigo. Let's trade favors. Let's cap out your street wetware. We trade a favor. That's item blueprints. No, thank you. We trade a favor. Tight-lipped. No. That is not what I want. I don't care. Pulling strings. Reroll. Bruh. Do your freaking job and show me the service I care about. Thank you. Street wetware 4. Confirm upgrade. And this puts Vertigo wherever she is. Influence 10. Capped out. We can check that real quick for funsies. Let me... Street Wetware 4 has actually several options here. So we start with the fact that it gives me Bright Shot Optic 2. If you care, here's the stuff that it does. It's the ones that come in before you get negative stress res, but hey, you can look at the progression of that. It also comes with Lumen Spear too, so if you want to make a better Lumen Spear to get more crit vuln. Lumen Spears are 18 meters. I believe they are the longest range eye laser. Let me double check. Yes, they're the only one at 18. So, anyway, you can get a bit more crit vuln there, but of course I have 3 and 4 available as well. I'm willing to spend 1 million for 16 crit vuln, of course. It also provides 2 new pulse generators. So, we already have the Vertifex, but the Vertifex was unlocked. Also, the Vibra Scream Pulse was unlocked. This is minus accuracy for funsies. None of these trigger Overwatch, of course, but yeah, this is 50 pure damage. It's not very much, but it is a 20-meter range ability, minus 30 accuracy, and of course, I've already... Oh, it also costs 2 AP natively, by the way. Whereas this one, you can see I've gotten some minus cooldown. This thing is natively long cooldown, so it's 9 here. Other ones are 7. This thing's down to 7, but yeah, very, very long range. The damage is basically nothing. It's there to kill Overwatch, basically. But it kills Overwatch and drops accuracy, so this could be useful in a like strong combat scenario. Again, the pulse gen here is 8 ton of minus evasion, but very bad quite poor range. And then also it unlocks the Thunder's X2, which is more strength, more HP, and more mitigated move speed. So if you are playing a lot of heavier cyberware with a bunch of move speed penalties, you're running heavy dural plating, heavy skeleton, whatnot, and you don't want to grab the lung implant, or you're trying to like maximize how much space you've got. You can get 30 functional move speed out of this, as well as 5 strength, which is not bad, compared to Synth Muscle 3. Of course, it's 11 points of whatever, but like the strength is the same. And then you're trading out 6 reaction for 30% mitigated move speed. And you don't get the minus wound res, which you might care about. And it's even got health, which is fun. So, that's what's unlocked there. So I believe that's everything from Street Wetware 4. So you get that one capped out as well. Yeah, I don't think everyone's going to run that stuff. But that's what we got. That's that service. We've got very little else left to look for, aside from trying to get the other doctor contacts. And, one day that'll be possible. We'll run the 6 hours. There we go. Hype limit break for Gyre. Thank you very, very much. We can drop the stress by even more. +1 will, +1 built-in armor. Or I get +1 close quarters. We'll take this. And that's good enough for me. I believe I don't have anybody who would be limit breaking in a second. Yeah, no one's at 80 hype, so there's no reason to really play the 6 hours out. I don't really need to. As far as people who are going to limit break, yeah, we're not about to get one, so we will stop here. We will run the governance dust-up next episode. We'll make a nice amount of money and continue the dataless block storyline. So thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.